Wake up. Wake up, Kira.
The voice wasn't hers. It echoed inside her head, smooth but wrong, like a whisper from deep within her mind. Kira sat up in bed, gasping. Sweat soaked her sheets. Her heart raced.
You're going to do exactly what I say.
Her OmniMind interface flickered before her eyes, showing lines of code like a glitching screen. Red warnings appeared at the edges, but she couldn't focus. The voice, his voice, was inside her mind.
Check your bank account.
Kira's hands shook as she accessed her neural interface. Account balance, $0. Warning, transaction locked. Her stomach turned.
What is this?
Your money, gone. Just like your memories will be if you don't listen.
I'll call security.
No, you won't. Because I know what you did.
I didn't.
Oh, but you did.
A folder opened in her vision, unprompted. Surveillance footage. Her, sitting at her desk in OmniCorp's private server room. Alone. The timestamp showed last night, 2:32 a.m. She watched herself bypass security, redirect funds, and send anonymous transactions. Her own voice, flat and empty, spoke in the grainy video.
Transfer the funds.
Kira stumbled back, shaking her head.
No, I didn't do this.
Your OmniMind says otherwise.
What do you want?
Simple. You're going to transfer $200 million to my accounts, and you're going to do it with a smile.
Or what?
Or I'll erase every memory you've ever had.
Who are you?
Clock's ticking, Kira.
She forced herself to move. The drive to work was a blur. Every stoplight felt like it lasted too long. Every pedestrian crossing the street like an obstacle keeping her from her inevitable fate. By the time she reached OmniCorp, she barely remembered parking. The second she stepped into the towering glass building, the voice was back.
Go to your desk. Act normal.
Her body obeyed before her mind could fight it. She took the elevator to the 50th floor, chatting idly with a coworker about the morning news. She laughed at a joke she barely heard.
Good girl.
Her desk felt foreign when she sat down, like it belonged to someone else. Maybe it did. Maybe she wasn't Kira anymore, just a machine being operated remotely.
Access the financial mainframe.
Her fingers twitched. Her OmniMind interface flickered. Now, with a deep breath, she pulled up the restricted files. The first step to betraying everything she'd worked for had already begun. The notification flashed across her vision. Transaction successful. Kira's hands hovered over the keyboard, trembling. $200 million had just vanished into the abyss. She had done it. There was no going back now.
I did what you wanted. Now leave me alone.
Oh, Kira. I'm not done with you yet.
You said...
I said you'd do what I asked, and now I have something much bigger for you.
No, I won't do anything else.
Check your messages.
Her OmniMind flickered, and a new file appeared before her. A live feed. Her breath hitched. It was James. Her husband sat at home, sipping his morning coffee, completely unaware. The security camera feed flickered between angles. Living room, kitchen, front door. Kira's blood turned to ice.
Do what I say, or I rewrite him next.
What do you want?
Simple. You're going to kill someone.
I can't. I won't.
I was hoping you'd say that.
A sharp, burning sensation shot through her skull. Kira gasped, clutching her head as static filled her vision. Something important was being pulled away. She was 10 years old, running through a field with her older sister, laughing as the summer sun warmed their skin. They had stolen ice pops from the corner store, giggling at their rebellion. It was one of the last happy memories she had before. Before what?
What did you do?
That was just a warning. Say no again, and I'll take something worse. Your husband, your first love, the face of your mother, one by one. I'll erase them all until you're nothing but a shell. Now, Kira, are you ready to listen?
Her lips trembled. She closed her eyes and nodded. Kira sat frozen, the hacker's words ringing in her head.
The CEO of OmniCorp. He must go.
No, not him.
Arthur Langley had been more than just her boss. He had been her mentor. He had given her every opportunity, believed in her when no one else did. Without him, she wouldn't be here.
Please, not him.
You don't get to choose, Kira.
I can't. He's a good man.
That's unfortunate, because either he goes or I'll take something else. Now, do as I say.
The order had been given. Now she had to figure out how to do the unthinkable. Kira stepped into the elevator, her chest tight, her pulse a drumbeat in her ears. She could still turn back. She could fight. She could try.
Kira, I can hear everything you're thinking. There's no way out of this, so don't try.
The hacker's voice slithered through her mind, curling around her thoughts like a parasite. The doors slid open. Kira stepped out, heart slamming against her chest. Arthur Langley turned from the window, smiling. Kira, I didn't expect to see you here today. Everything okay? She froze. Tears welled in her eyes.
Arthur, I can't.
His brow furrowed. Can't what?
Clock's ticking, Kira.
She clenched her fists. She wasn't going to do this. She wouldn't. Then, her arm moved. It reached in her jacket, the hacker moving her against her will. Kira, what are you doing? The elevator doors behind her slid open. Security swarmed in. Hands grabbed her, forcing her to the floor. She thrashed.
No, it wasn't me, please.
Arthur's face was pale. Kira, what did you do?
Thank you for your service, Kira. It was a pleasure.
Pain erupted in her skull. She screamed. Flashes of her past, James's face, her childhood, every moment that made her her, gone. Her vision blurred, her mind emptied, then nothing. The room fell silent. Kira's body twitched once, then stillness. Arthur swallowed hard. Kira? She lifted her head and blinked. No fear, no recognition, nothing. As they dragged her to the elevator, she looked at Arthur, then at the guards, then at the chaos around her, and smiled. Not a real smile, a hollow one. Arthur took a step back. She's gone. Kira's head tilted slightly, as if listening to something only she could hear. Then,
System reset complete.
the smile vanished. She went completely still. The elevator doors slid shut behind her. Somewhere deep in the network, a file erased itself. The hacker was gone, and so was Kira.